Zippy and the Bubble Balloon, adventure in the colorful town of Bubbleberry Hills. Everything was bright and bouncy. Even the sidewalks had a spring in their step. And in this town lived Zippy the zebra, the fastest and most curious zebra you'd ever meet. One sunny morning, Zippy zoomed down the rainbow-colored street to visit his best friends. Pogo the penguin, who loved to bounce on his pogo stick, and Lulu the ladybug, who wore sparkly shoes and loved singing. Guess what? Zippy said, skidding to a stop. I heard about a place in the clouds called the Bubble Balloon City. It's full of candy balloons, flying scooters, and bubble ice cream. Bubble ice cream, gasped Pogo, his eyes wide. We have to go! Lulu flapped her tiny wings. But how do we reach the clouds? Just then, a loud pop sounded from the park. They raced over and saw Bongo, the big blue elephant, blowing enormous bubbles with his magical Bubble Blaster 3000. The bubbles were so big, they floated like balloons. Can we borrow your bubbles to reach the sky? Zippy asked. Of course, boomed Bongo with a laugh. Hop in and hold on tight. Soon, Zippy, Pogo, and Lulu were floating into the air inside a giant bubble balloon. Below them, Bubbleberry Hills looked like a tiny toy town. Above them, fluffy cotton candy clouds shimmered in the sunlight. Woohoo! This is amazing! Zippy cheered, zooming around inside the bubble. Careful! Lulu warned. If we bounce too much. Pop! The bubble burst. A, H, H! They all screamed, but instead of falling, they bounced on another bubble and another. It was like a trampoline highway to the sky. Laughing, they bounced higher and higher until, whoosh! They landed in Bubble Balloon City! It was magical! Buildings were made of floating balloons. Roads were made of pink bubblegum. Flying scooters zipped past, carrying happy animals. Everywhere, bubbles floated, glowing like rainbow marbles. This is the best place ever! Pogo squeaked. Look at that shop! Lulu pointed. Bubble ice cream! But just as they were about to taste the sweet treats, a huge shadow loomed over them. Popzilla, the biggest, grumpiest crocodile in the sky, was stomping through the city, popping every balloon he saw. No more bubbles! He roared. I like things flat! The friends huddled. We can't let him ruin Bubble Balloon City, Zippy said. I have an idea, Lulu whispered. They zoomed to Bongo's magic bubbles and started blowing super-duper, extra stretchy mega bubbles. Together, they trapped Popzilla inside the biggest bubble ever. He floated high into the air, yelling, I don't like bouncy things. Everyone in Bubble Balloon City cheered. They gave Zippy, Pogo, and Lulu a golden bubble medal for saving the day. And yes, they finally got their bubble ice cream. As they floated home in a shiny rainbow bubble, Zippy grinned. Best adventure ever. Next time, Pogo said, licking his ice cream, let's bring TWO bubbles, just in case. And they all laughed as their bubbles sailed across the cotton candy clouds. The end?